Coach, the baseball regular season is wrapping up across the parking lot, but football season in full swing now at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Ready! 53, check 53. Wild Bill, Wild Bill. Ready!
Now a first carry from Melvin Gordon. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down after the loss to start out. Here's 2nd and 11. Running right, it's a handoff to Gordon. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. They'll drop the throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Tonight, like 20. Hey, Cal.
I smell fear in that offense.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. Credit the tackle that time to Deshaun Hand.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Here we go.
Louis.
On 2nd down, Johnson trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Like 20.
You gotta get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Hatchet.
Hold on. Check. Pilot, 64, weak.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Browns drive about to get started. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
31 yards there and a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now back to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Love his pocket awareness, able to slip out of the sack. But once you take your eyes off the receivers, once your eyes come down and you see the rush, hard to get back downfield and find an open target. Fortunate, that one just wound up as an incomplete pass.
On 2nd down, Benjamin. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
2nd and 11. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
They'll set up to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Check it back.
1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Now Gordon. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Here we go, D. Check.
He'll drop to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simple to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you would
not have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Like 20.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Johnson, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 6.
Mike 51.
Super.
Here we go.
Back to throw, Goff. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Trying to get it to Woods.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Strip that ball.
From the pistol, they run with Gordon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone.
Here we go.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Come on, baby. I'm coming, baby.
Now Gordon on first down. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Stay with your man.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. They're going to run. This is Gordon. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
That was 4th and what we would call long in that situation, wasn't it? That wasn't 4th and inches, was it?
No, I mean, you get in those situations 4th and 3, 4th and 4. That's a lot to, what would you say, a lot of pizza left in that box.
It certainly is. Not everyone dove in on that one. In today's NFL, this is a passing down.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Ricky Seals-Jones, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
We know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy. Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Foreseeing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now it's gone. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun. Gone. And the catch made by Johnson. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
A first trip to the red zone for KC. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Robert Woods, his first touchdown of the new season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. He finds an opening past the 40. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And he finds a man on a crossing route. That one goes for 24 yards.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
They'll look to throw here. Got Gordon open, completes it. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first. Now this from 43. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 8. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Goff. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught at the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs. And even 50 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Johnson. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
At the 21-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check curls, check curls. 51, Mike, 51.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Right here we go. 180. Ric Flair. 51 to Mike. 51. Hold on. Check. Hey, Mike 51. Hey, Alpha. Check. 51 to Mike, boy. 51. Watch the curve.
From the gun on 3rd down. Goff. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 12. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. There goes Melvin Gordon. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Melvin Gordon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on that his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 33. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
They run it here with Gordon, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Ricky Seals-Jones, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
So on 3rd and goal, Gordon. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
He's out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because...
And it's a safety. Goff got buried in the end zone. He couldn't get rid of it. And the safety there, another mistake. And these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Ready, set. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. Watch switch, watch switch, watch switch. Go.
Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
It's our time. It's our time.
Back to throw here. He'll find his man on the comeback route. Complete. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Let's put that team
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He'll find his tight end, Seals-Jones. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 2nd down now, it's Gordon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Browns on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill.
Now a 20th carry, number 20 here for Melvin Gordon. It's a first down and more for Gordon. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Now that carry just did something significant as well. It pushed him past Jerome Bettis on the NFL all-time rushing list. The bus had 13,662.
And not every carry you get in the NFL is going to be open field, right? A place you can make your cuts. You got to get some of those grimy yards, don't you? You got to go inside and run through people, just as Jerome Bettis did. That's what we've seen him do as well.
On second down, Benjamin. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. From back at the 3 now. This is third and goal. Looking to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, congratulations, Mr. Lucky. You know that's one that he would love to have back. That should have been picked off. Threw that one into a crowd. He's just so fortunate the defender couldn't react fast enough and get his hands up.
So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Fairbairn now, following the made field goal, he'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
It'll go as a gain of 10 on a Kansas City first down. Goff now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they are going to set up sharp at the 40-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget. Absolutely. On first down, Gordon. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. On that last carry, he just passed LaDainian Tomlinson, Charles, on the all-time NFL rushing list.
And congratulations to him, and I'm sure LT would probably applaud him as well. But he'd also ask him, as well as you carried it, could you throw it like I could too?
LT, though, finished his career at 13,684, and now he's soaring past that. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Gordon. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That could be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. On 2nd and 12, Goff. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 43. The 1st down carry here for Johnson. The tackle made there by Tack McKinley. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Hey, we go to the 180. Go. Go.
One last throw here for Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this will be recovered by the offense, but it will be of little importance now as time has expired.